Happy birthday to you. I'm not gonna sing that whole song because it would be probably not that great. Happy birthday, and I'm really glad you were born, and you're 21 now. Officially, you can drink all you want to and go to clubs and party all you want to, as I'm sure you will now start to do all the time. But for this day, I thought that I would share with you 21 of my favorite memories or like things that we share, like tendencies and stuff, just because it's a day for 21s. So here we go. Number 1, just freshman year on the whole was excellent. Getting to live across from you and getting to become your friend, from the first time that we ate food together to the last time we ate food together, I felt we had a connection. Also, the one time that I videotaped you eating goldfish in slow motion. That was a fun time. Number 2, relating everything back to Gilmore Girls, or something that we saw in Gilmore Girls, and also the time that we visited Chilton. That was amazing and beautiful, and that's always a favorite. 3, watching American Horror Story together, also with Ms. Jessie Klein, who got us into it, because it was terrifying, but like we got to do it together, and I feel that we bonded, and it was a good way to end last semester, even though I still haven't watched the season finale of the second season yet, but also when we would watch it together through Skype so we wouldn't have to watch it alone. Number 4, going to see the Avett Brothers, The Head and the Heart, The Weather Machine, Brian John Appleby, Hey Marseille. Also Seawolf, so that we could see Hey Marseille. But yeah, like, we've seen so many good musicians together, and we should still make that a thing, even after this year. Number 5, sharing music, which is kind of related to the last one because you got me into a lot of the bands that we were able to see together. Remember this? When it would take us forever to share music together, but it just meant that we got to hang out more. Yes. Number 6, High Sierra preview weekend. That was a really good weekend, even though neither of us ended up going and neither of us really intended on going. But getting to drink all the chai we wanted and like devour granola and like baked oatmeal, and got to climb on rocks. Good times. 7, when we went to Fullerton for the weekend, also with Jessie Klein. Specifically, when you tried on this. A really good moment. Number 8, going on coffee, homework, working dates was always really fun. Specifically, I like that our favorite place to go was always like Corner Bakery, even though that's not really like the cool, like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to this indie, but nope, we just get regular drinks at Corner Bakery and sit there for hours. Number 9, St. Patrick's Day last year, sophomore year, was like disgustingly fun. The leprechauns were great. Still don't know how they got into our house, but I just really enjoyed that day. And helping the leprechauns. Number 10, the one time we tried to exercise. We did that workout video in the living room, and then we're like, oh my god, this is great. Let's do this every day. And we never did it again. But I still really enjoyed that we shared that once. Number 11, Beluga Cam. Thank you for introducing me to that. I'm so glad that we could watch that for hours together, and that it led us to the otter cam and the penguin cam, and that we could just watch animals all day long. Number 12, off of that, all of our animal-related memories, animals that we have befriended, animals we've owned when Poseidon was in our lives, and Scraps being a pal, and all those things. I'm glad that we have weirdly had so many pets together. Number 13, all the times you made Greek food that was really delicious. I feel like whenever I have Greek salad now with like cucumbers and stuff, I always think of you. And also when I feel like you did that at the beginning of sophomore year. You just like made this meal and I'm like, yes, family meals, Greek food, yes, I like that. Number 14, all the weird things we started saying because of each other that I don't think either of us even said necessarily before we met each other. Specifically what I'm thinking right now is the word is, and how is has just become like a thing for us. Like, is you okay? How is you? Just things like that are so normal to us now. And also talking in really high-pitched voices. These things that I feel like other people think are weird, and when I accidentally let myself slip and do them in front of other people, I feel really self-conscious because I'm like, oh my god, I seem like a dork. But we can do them together, and it's absolutely normal and not even weird. Number 15, our mutual love of hummus. It's kind of weird, I guess, to put on like a list of my favorite things about us, but just that we could make hummus together, that we can send each other articles about hummus. Also semi-related to hummus would be peanut butter chocolate chip bars with chickpeas. I'm so glad that we discovered those things and that we can enjoy them together. Number 16 is taking pictures, which we don't always remember to do, but specifically all the fun times like the Huntington Library freshman year, and then when we went there for roommate date, taking pictures there, and even just taking pictures with you and Micah at the airport before we all left, like this past semester. Those are just really good memories, and I'm glad that we literally have them captured in picture form. That's really nice, and those are always fun. And also, you're a really good photographer, and you're so talented. Number 17, rainy mood. I like that we could just sit together in a room and have rainy mood on and appreciate that even while living in Southern California, even while going to school in disgusting hot Azusa. We could share that love of rain, and I'll just have to visit you in Seattle a lot so that we can experience that for reals together. Number 18, walking on top of couches and or just doing cat-like things in general. Once again, on the, amounting list of things that we do that I feel like would be really weird if people saw us doing them, or like to other people might be really weird, but I just like that we can be in the same room doing homework, feeling stressed, and all of a sudden one of us will just like stand up and start walking on top of a couch. And it's cool. It's like whatever. Number 19. That was not right at all. Number 19. The fact that this is okay. These are two unrelated things, but I'm gonna count them both for 19 because I feel like they're both kind of like half things. But one half of it is being able to share clothes. It's just very nice because we're both tall people and you can't always share clothes with people. But the fact that we both have awesome style and that we could share things is like very helpful, and somehow we're gonna have to find a way to do that when we're not living in the same state, because I think that's necessary. And the other half of 19, super unrelated, just all the tea we drink together. I appreciate that we can both have such a strong appreciation for tea, and that we could just be, do you want tea, Watts? And that could just be a thing. And we both like tea just as much as each other. I like that. 20. Ukulele jammin'. I'm glad we both got into the ukulele. And I think there was only a couple times that we actually like played together. Like we filmed a video for my dad once. Those are just fun times. We would try and it was great. And finally, number 21, a poem that I composed today for you that I will read right now. This weekend you graduate, and although I hate the fact that we won't live together next year, I'm very, very glad that your mother and your dad decided to have you. Thank you. I know that's great. Basically, if you're wondering, the main rhymes in there were graduate and hate, and glad and dad, and those were the only rhymes. I am really happy that you're graduating, but really sad that we won't get to live together again next year. I hope you're having a really great birthday, and I love you a lot, and you're gonna do great in the real world. If not, just tell me and I'll bake you things and send you them, and like, it won't even matter, you'll be fine. I love you a lot, and hope today is really magical for you. And, yeah, drink lots of tea, pet lots of cats, eat some chocolate, and do fun things. I love you, bye!